Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. This video is about my long-standing story with the Maxton Designs UK set of wings. Back in July, I put a YouTube clip up there about getting a load of spoilers for the Fiesta ST side skirts, and included in that was a front race splitter that they do. I'll throw some pictures in at some point, which looks really cool. But it turned out problematic. I'll put a link to that video if any of you are thinking about buying those version 3 of the race splitters for the Ford Fiesta ST Mark 7.5 from Maxton Designs UK. I'd say don't get them. They advertise them as being plug and play and really easy to install. You ask for some help because they're not easy to install, and they just say get a professional body shop guy to do it. Really, really poor. In order to install those version 3 race splitters, you do have to, I got them to admit that you'd have to start chopping away at your floor plan, which I'm just not interested in. So instead I, over the last couple of months, sent them the front splitter back, just got one of their bog standard sort of road-based splitters. It's not a race splitter, it's just a splitter. Version 3 they call it. It's sort of curved edged, a bit fat. I'm not sure if I really entirely like it, but anyway, I've got it. I'll put some pictures in as part of this introduction. And I also went and got a rear sort of diffuser from them to put on the back. I quite like the look of those. The back of the Fiesta is just plain, and this will introduce a couple of fins which may add something to the airflow, may not. But anyway, I've got those two. This video is about how I went about installing them and the finished product at the end of it. The front splitter, I think most front splitters involve taking the front off the Ford Fiesta, so I'm looking forward to doing that, and in fact I've already done it. So let's see how I got on with the rest of the install. Cheers. Okay guys, here we are at the back of the car. Move the car forward. This is the sort of splitter, I suppose, or rear diffuser should I say, area of the car that I'm going to put this product from Maxton Designs. It's really moulded around the shape of the stock diffuser, which isn't really a diffuser, and it literally just slides on top of the stock device, and it can almost sit there itself. So you can see the end result that I'm aiming for is something of a diffuser. I doubt it's going to have much an effect, but I quite like the fact that I like the look of it. It's black, so I don't have to clean it so often. So there you go. So the idea is you're supposed to just glue that on top of this stock part. So I'm not sure what trouble that's going to cause if and when I have to do some work on the back of the car in terms of dismantling it, but we'll have to see. In speaking to Maxton Designs, I asked, classic example of how useless their custom services is, what glue should I use? How do I bond it? They talk about bonding it and stuff, and they just came back, well, any sort of strong glue such as a Gorilla Glue. So unbeknown to me, I thought, well, I better get hold of some of that, and so you're going to need some strong glue. And in addition, good old clay bar. If you ever want to get stuff and crap off a surface to make it as clean as possible, give it a bit of a clay bar with the right lubricant or water. The good news is for you, you don't have to, I'd have to put you through watching me do that. I've already done that, and I'll probably keep that for doing that elsewhere. And then some alcohol just to finish it off, alcohol spray with a nice clean cloth just to take any remaining grease off. And that's it. So this job should be one of the quickest jobs I've done on this car. Now how long it will last, I have no idea. Worst that can happen is it just flies off on the middle of a track day. I've got a track day coming up in November at Castle Combe with a friend of mine. So we'll see if this holds out. I've got a knee pad on the floor for my aging knees, just to make the task of kneeling on the floor a bit more bearable. Give the inside of this a bit of a degrease, and then we're good to go. And I don't know how this is going to go, but we will see. And I don't know how much contact this is going to be, but it says give it a couple of minutes to sort of grip, and then leave it for 24 hours to cure. Got a bit of masking tape That's for a little cheeky mod to come at the end of this one. So I've got my glue and I'm literally going to generously apply it right smack in the middle. Alright, bit of faffing about, bit of a messy job. The Gorilla Glue tube split under the pressure of just trying to put it out there. Contact didn't seem to be that clever, so I've got a couple of my trusty grips, put as much of that glue on as I could, and I'm just going to leave it overnight and see what happens. We'll have a look when that's cured just to see what's what. I quite like the look of it. Doesn't really matter to me if it's too out or light alignment. Just try and get this a bit tighter here. As long as it stays on during the course of a given track day, that's better. I don't want it flying off and hitting fellow motorists behind me. So that's that job done. Let's see what happens when it cures. And just as a cheeky mod and as a mark of respect to the folk who really make motorsport possible for the likes of you and me, I've got a little cheeky mod I want to put on here to recognise everyone's efforts. Let's see. Something I saw on other competitor's car at the hill climb, and I thought, do you know what, I've really got to get that for mine. So I went on eBay, spent about £2, and a little gesture, got this sticker, which comes on here, should just go on the back of my car, somewhere centrally, about there. Let's get a bit lower, about there. To thank the marshals for all their good work, volunteering to make sure that we are safe and that events get the licenses and permits from the Motorsport UK department so that we can have our fun. So there you have it. Awesome. Okay guys, left the car 24 hours, taken the clamps off, had a really good play around with this, and it seems remarkably solid actually, so fingers crossed the job's done, and fingers crossed the car, the diffuser will do something apart from just looks, and B, won't come off in the middle of an aggressive track day. So there you have it, that's the back one done. Let's get on with the front splitter. Hi guys, little tip for you. As you can see, I've got the nose off Fiesta, and as usual I tend to give it a good clean when I've got it off. It's a good opportunity to get into the bits and bobs and get rid of some of the track battle scars. These black marks are unsightly. It's just rubber that's been flicked off, rubber marbles from other cars and whatnot, and then hitting me at high speed gives it a nasty little black mark, which looks at first very difficult to get off. But good old clay bar, just to show you, it even takes off these tar marks. So a little bit of lubricant, could be water, could be detailer. I've just got some muck off. Anything that's liquid to stop the friction, meaning you're going to start scratching stuff, and generally comes away. Certainly can breathe new life into the car. using the tow bar, and this spoiler does get exposed to a lot of crap from the road, so I'll keep on polishing and getting rid of this stuff in preparation for mounting the front. Okay, so what do you need for this job, as well as the front splitter? You get these nuts and bolts. There's about 14 of those. You're going to need a 10mm spanner, a Torx 25 to go into the screws, marker pen for marking out places where you need to make some drilling holes, a 6mm drill to go through plastic, some masking tape, and the instructions that come with the product, which are good enough. They sort of tell you where the optimal place is to bolt the splitter into the main nose of the Fiesta, and a measuring tape so you can measure roughly how far apart the bolts are. I swing around here. Here's the now cleaned nose upside down. I've used the masking tape to sort of loosely or roughly secure the race splitter, not the race splitter, the splitter onto where it needs to be located. I've located it fairly well. It does sort of match the contour of the car's nose, and I've marked with my marker pen and measured roughly about 20 centimeters between where I need to drill the holes, and I've actually done one straight away. Can't really do this job without taking the nose off, so let's get on with completing the Okay, that's all bolted down nice and securely. You can see the bolts going around just behind the main profile, which is where you're supposed to do it. And we'll just turn over to see the other side. See roughly how it's going to look in the car. There it is. Looks okay to me. Looks good enough. They do come with a white plastic strip that you can stick on here, but I'm just not going to bother because it's just going to get mucky and ripped off. So hopefully that's going to hold out, and next job to put that back on the car. So here you have it, nose back on the car. I'm actually quite pleased with the result of the Maxton Designs UK front splitter version 3. All in all, the car looks really good. I think it finishes it off well, certainly from this angle. And clearly I've got to give the car a wash. It hasn't had a clean since the hill climb, so it needs a bit of love before my next track day. But overall, there's the finished product. So there you have it, guys. You've seen the end product. Overall, although I've had a very mixed bag of experience with Maxton Design UK, the customer service is woeful. Their claims, I think, are a bit optimistic about what fits easily, what doesn't. I'm pleased that I got rid of the race splitter and got the slightly more standard road-going splitter for the front and the diffuser for the back. I think it looks great. I think they're nice and secure. Wasn't much of a job, a bit nuts and boltsy, a bit slow because you had to take the nose off to do it properly, but each time I take the nose off the car gives me the opportunity to see what's going on inside and if there's anything coming loose and stuff like that. So overall, very pleased with the outcome. Looking forward to giving it a test at the Castle Combe circuit in November. I'll do a video on that, and there's a couple more videos to come with further mods and more experiences from me. Take care, all the best, cheers.